Hey, it's another day. It's July 31st, 2018, and today has been another interesting day. I'm going to go ahead and break it to you. Today, I'm going to talk about the lack of conviction and how that can damage your beliefs. So, we'll just jump straight into it without talking about anything else, except for the fact that South High School is behind me and I'm in my apartment complex, and I probably wouldn't mind doing a video in this exact spot every single day. But I have been experiencing today just a little bit of a lack of conviction, and that lack of conviction was based on yesterday's video. I hadn't been talking to my boss in a little while. Not necessarily my boss, because I'm self-contracted. I do sales with a company for myself or for somebody else to be able to make money, right? So in other words, I'm selling somebody else's product, their services, and I'm doing it my own way. I do happen to have a vehicle and the method to be able to go about doing that. But, sometimes I feel like there's not enough structure, not enough systems and support for the team. Although they do trainings and everything, I just kind of feel left out because, some members of the team are helping each other, and some don't go out of their way to reach out to those who are actually doing things. Some acknowledge, some don't, and all in all, I try and be nice to everybody and support them along the way. I just don't feel that loved. That's okay. I don't need the instant gratification or somebody else to praise me for what I'm worth. What I do need is a little bit of guidance, a little nudge here and there for me to be able to fulfill my own needs and wants and to be able to continue to grow. And I don't happen to have that. I don't happen to have a mentor. I don't happen to have any extra guidance in that realm. And the fact that I'm learning branding, marketing, sales, and I don't have anybody to be able to teach me the stuff except for courses or whatever, when I happen to have a CEO of this company who could help me out in person, I'm not producing enough to be able to get in contact with them, which is fair. But at the same time, it feels like, who is this guy, Adam Flores? And how is he going to help other people if he can't help me, if I don't know enough about his story or what he's been through or some of the things he's facing and how he actually works in the business, if I'm ignorant of how the business actually works, and if I'm selling something or I don't have enough information on it, I'm basically selling off of a page that has a sentence or two here and there, and I'm doing the work to explain it, but I don't have an actual idea as for how that works, then that formula that I'm trying to sell, what results can it create if I don't know what it's about to deliver that process? So it becomes conflictual. It's a whole process that is sidewinding and bearing, and to hear from other people and hear them point out on our website or something, hey, you know what, well, that doesn't give me enough information. Well, yeah, right, that's my job to do. And then it turns out, okay, well, in my position, no, I'm not in a position to invest. I already have all these programs. I'm like, well, I should have just asked you that from the first place, is what I'm thinking. Like, crap, I should have just qualified you. Like, stupid me. I just spent an entire 58 minutes with you trying to buy into your vision, and I didn't even know if you were ready. So, F all this other stuff, man. Forget about all the other crap, yo. Like, I was worn down for like a couple hours thinking about how, I gotta go do something else, and maybe I gotta go start my own company. Well, if I do something like that, I gotta know what I'm committing to, right? And not that I would go straight into something like that and do my own speaking or coaching career, which is likely what I'm gonna do. I'm not too certain about coaching, but speaking for sure. But you gotta have a skill to talk about if you want to have a successful speaking career. So those two kind of go hand in hand. Now, if you can be an amazing coach like Tony Robbins, more power to you. You just gotta have the knowledge and the execution to back it so you can get people to have those results. That's what I need, to to have my own business. But I don't have the capital to invest in my own website, my own brand, so therefore I'm a young entrepreneur who would lack credibility, so nobody would want to work with me. The interesting thing is people buy and place value on things that they buy. If they don't pay for it and it's free, then they probably won't place value on it. So I have this group where I add so much value. I mean, hundreds and hundreds, even thousands of dollars worth of value. If you could put a price on it, which it could make you millions if you actually used it, including myself, right? So I should be going through and reading those notes before I post them, which I've just been posting them. My fault. If people took it seriously, then they'd be crushing it in that group. But because there's no price on it, and I offer all this free value and take my extra time to be able to make these posts for other people to learn, then it's not quite there for other people to be in it to win it because they don't feel as committed. So when you have that desire of putting a price ticket on something, when you commit, then people will pull through and bring their weight to change the balance of things. It's a really fascinating idea that it's really sad too. I mean, if you were to have a $200 ticket to Vegas or spend $200 in Vegas, you would much rather do that than spend $20 on a book that would teach you how to network with billionaires. It's odd. Or if you gave that $20 book for free is what I meant to say. Christopher Kai just gave that reference, so that's kind of what I'm talking about. I spoke with Christopher Kai today. I had an interview with him. It went great. The only thing is, he basically gave me feedback, and it's like, you got to be structured, you got to be refined, you got to be to the point, and you got to talk about what and how, and invest in my programs if you want to get to know me. And that's a pretty big hit. I mean, it's really real. It makes sense, right? You can't put a price on buying happy. So if I really want to be successful, then I gotta niche down and move up and be serious in the process, because it's only results that people buy. So I can do that. Sure, perfectly fine. I had to switch my conviction back over, which is great. Like sitting down for a couple hours, like, what am I gonna do? And now I'm just like, oh, fine, that's fine. Yeah, I believe it now. I can do this. I believe in the company, I believe in the products, I believe in the services. Everything's fine. It's just a matter of pulling my own weight now to be able to do this. So tomorrow's a pretty big day. Tomorrow is August 1st. Do you know what that means? It means Oatmeal's birthday. The CEO of Advanced Rockets Corporation, the company that I volunteered as, basically as a secretary for, his birthday's on the 8th. So that's completely irrelevant. But I happen to invest in that company. So it's going to do very, very big things in the Aerospace Corporation. And if you guys happen to have a moment, check out Advanced Rockets Corporation, ARC, and support us there. You can like our page on Facebook, check out the website, just leave a little details for sure. Another thing, based off of that conviction and that new growth that I'm going to be experiencing, as I keep repeating, I'm going to be experiencing these things when I expect this growth, when my momentum actually catches up to me. It's very interesting because I keep saying that. How much am I walking to be able to make that momentum catch up? I'm walking. Am I walking enough? Or am I just taking a step and stopping? Momentum is the actual game changer. If you're a leader or if you're any decent person who's been successful, you understand how important momentum is. Momentum crushes all defeats, basically. Because if you are able to take actions and continuously take those actions, therefore you are solving problems. So when you bring up new problems, those new problems are likely to get solved because you're continuously taking that action. And all of those small problems that you once had before and you had to be a nag of a deal with to take care of are then wiped clean and no longer exist anymore because you continuously take actions and develop that momentum to obliterate everything in your path. Then you have room for new things, bigger problems, bigger solutions, and bigger payouts for your goals and the results you create. It's exciting, okay? So build momentum. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. Tomorrow is basically game day for that. It's been really hard sleeping these past few days, I'll tell ya. Coming back from Idaho, waking up early in the morning, coming back to here, getting relaxed, and then being able to have my window closed and avoid the lights and not wake up to the chill of the morning, you know, and the decision, hey, I want to get the most out of this day. That's up to me. The painful part about it is when my neck is killing me, I guess the pillows just aren't that great or something, or it's my bed, or it's my body that's screwing with me. Then it makes it really hard to not only just breathe, but to be able to relax and rotate and sleep. And if my neck is crinking up while I'm sleeping, man, and I can't keep changing positions, I can't get it right, I can't fix how my body's feeling those insights, man, I need extra rest to heal. So some people might need 6 hours of sleep or less to just create a decent day. Me, I'd like to say 9 hours minimum. I'd like to say. I wouldn't say it's 100% necessary, but for me to heal and feel good, 9 hours. 8 hours could be a decent day. Anything less, I just don't want to wake up. My neck hurts. And to lift my head out of bed, my body attached to it, oh my gosh. It sucks, because then it ruins the rest of my body for the entirety of the day. So it's really hard to continue to pave the way with something like that. If you can imagine, you know, your neck's tweaked in one spot, and because of that, all the other spots in your spine are tweaked too. Because everything below the neurology of it, if one thing is out of place here, then everything below begins to shift as well. And that's attached to all your other neuroreceptors as well, which in turn, if it's a chronic progressive degenerative disorder, which it is, which means if it's longly getting worse over a long period of time, it continues to get worse, then it could effectively shut down your organs too. So that's something I want to not have to move into. So I really need to create an income to be able to fix my health, get a car to drive out to the doctors, and just do so many important things. Pay my credit card bills, for one. I don't know why I'm just not pulling my weight enough. A couple days ago I said I had like a week left, and then I'm taking it easy again. I don't know, man. Survival mentality, yo. It's like a lot of people end up failing with that. They don't even get into survival mode until it's too late. I think I heard that from Grant Cardone. So you can't screw this up, Osada. But you gotta stay balanced too, and you gotta have fun doing it. So that's why I'm gonna say follow the schedule that you created. If you can manage to print it out, which you can't, it's on your computer right now. You have 9 different copies, 9 different versions of it. The 9th one is the one that came out most recently. Just follow that. Do your best. And by the way, every single one of those you haven't ever followed through with to the completion. So you don't know how good, easy, simple, or possible it is. Very bad. Yet I keep making new schedules, thinking up new ideas. So realistically speaking, Osada, there's vision, strategy, and schedule, right? And if you want to be able to achieve any vision, you got to get clear on all of it. And then the strategy of how you're going to do it, and then what you got to do daily to accomplish that. And there's just so many other kinks I got to crease out to be able to make that happen. I'm excited. At the same time, I'm slightly weary because it's almost been a year. And having slight doubts in the idea that, hey, have I made any progress? Is there something I can do to improve? Well, I know I can do something to improve. Now, question mark, am I with the right company to do that? There's small little blinks in your conviction. It'll drag you down, but don't let it take you with it, okay? Either you're doing it right, or you're doing it wrong, or you're not doing enough. So, which one is it? I still think it's both. Not doing enough, and you're not doing it right. So, Michael Osada, get it together, do it right, okay? You got it this time. It's going to be August 1st tomorrow, which means not only do I have to, okay, the whole vision strategy thing, like, cool. I don't have anything really beyond the whole speaking, but I want to get more serious about the speaking and actually start doing meetups or something, okay? Like, I can't do nothing, okay? Just have some other balance in there. I probably need a car first, right, before I do any of that. But tomorrow, I should start releasing YouTube videos, Facebook videos, Instagram videos, all at once, right? That'll be cool. I'm excited for it. It's just a lot more time to put in and a lot more commitment, a lot more momentum to build. And I want it. I want it. Just the idea of video editing kind of drains me. I'm going to need a team in the future. That'll be awesome. For the meantime, let's just focus on being consistent and persistent and disciplined. And then that dedication, that desire, that belief, that faith, it'll all pull through with your conviction. You'll feel better, believe me. That's where the confidence comes from. It's from actually doing. If you take the actions necessary and you keep it up, you don't have those worries. You don't feel like you're not doing enough. You don't feel unsatisfied. And that's why you feel like that. Because you had 2 calls today? Okay? And a bunch of people canceled. Plus it's the physical aspect of it. So let's get it together, yo. That's it. That's the end for this video. I am going to try and start making these videos to have a quick intro as for what it's about and not talk about a bunch of bullshit that doesn't matter and waste your time, okay? Who's gonna watch a 17-minute video of blah blah?